Yeah, where does our guilt extend? Like, if we outsource all the things that we're guilty about, does it leave at our border? Like,
Never. It never leaves.
Yeah.
You have a phone that's made by slaves.
But do you feel guilty about it?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, for sure. If there was a company that came along that was like, if Samsung said, hey, we're going to make all of our phones
cruelty-free.
Cruelty-free.
Yeah.
We're going to get all of our cobalt from this place where we can ensure you that there's nothing there and no Chinese factory workers making 16 cents a day or whatever the fuck they make.
Yeah.
It's not if there was a phone that was made in America that cost twice as much, I'd buy it in a fucking heartbeat.
But there isn't.
There isn't.
And because there isn't, what do? We put up with the guilt? Like,
well, they fucked up. They fucked us. Okay, and to be connected to something where you absolutely need it, but it's morally reprehensible at its very core. Like, imagine how many people have tweeted self-righteous things on a phone that was made by slaves.
Yep.
That's the reality of these phones. And Apple's one of the richest fucking companies on planet Earth. I don't know what the logistics would be involved in making a phone in America with skilled labor that gets paid a fair wage and gets health insurance and union benefits and all that stuff. But whatever it is, I feel like I would like to pay that. And
we have cobalt?
maybe, and if I don't have the money, I'll buy less phones. I'll buy a phone. I have a fucking iPhone 11. One of my phone lines is an iPhone 11.
Yeah.
It's great. It still works.
Yeah.
It still seems so normal when I fire it up. It doesn't seem any different to me.
But do we have the mineral? Like, do we have cobalt in America that we can mine?
I don't think we do.
That's
in
the tricky
America.
thing.
I don't know. Is cobalt available?
I thought
America?
it's only available in like the Congo.
Well, that's where the primary source is for sure. But I think there's at least one other place on Earth. I don't remember correctly.
Ooh,
Mexico?
Mexico. Let's go. Mexico's this shit.
Listen, we have a
dude.
problem with the cartels. Why don't we let's just like Mexico.
Do we have a problem with them? Do we have a problem with the cartels, or are we working with the cartels?
Well, for sure, someone's working with them. I mean, it's not just like 100% Mexican citizens that are sneaking across here and doing all this business. Someone's working with them. God damn, what's wrong with my throat? Yeah, someone for sure is working with them. But it's not good. It's not good to have this like fake scenario. You have a fake scenario. Say drugs are bad. If you make drugs illegal, no one's going to do drugs. Like, your math sucks. Okay? Because that's not the correct math. The correct math is if you make drugs illegal, then illegal people sell drugs. You fucking asshole. And so now you've propped up a multi-billion-dollar industry south of the border filled with ruthless murderers. Idaho
is the only cobalt mine in the United States, and it's going to remain so. Okay, so we have some cobalt here. I'm sure they could find some more.
Okay, maybe we have just enough for us. How about just for us? Let's let the world make their own moral decisions. But maybe if we legitimately are the moral high ground, we could like encourage the rest of the world to realize like the same thing we were talking about earlier about having too much money. Like, just don't. You can't just think about money. At a certain point in time, you have to just figure out what's best for everybody.
Yes.
And in this situation, if I was the king of the world, if I was the king of America, I would say, how about we only make phones that are in America?
Yep.
We make American-made phones with we'll have sanitary conditions that are safe and provide health care. All the things that you would hope someone working a fucking cobalt mine would get.
Yeah.
Give them a great wage. Like, make it so that this is an even exchange. It's not a negative exchange. Protect them from all the... And if we knew that the cobalt we're getting in our phone, you don't have to worry. These guys make $100,000 a year. They're fucking well paid. They live in a great community. Okay, great. Now I don't feel bad about my phone. But if you watch those videos from Foxconn, you see those fucking poor people slaving away all day long in this sweatshop, 16 hours a day. They have bunks there and shit. They put nets around the building to keep people from jumping off. That is so wild. Instead of changing the conditions,
they won't
these
let
people
you
have to
kill
work.
you. That's crazy.
They're like, get back to work.
Yeah.
They grab you by your hair, fucking drag you back down onto the floor. You probably owe them money or something. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how they fucking do that.